Hey guys, peppyPenguin here. So this will be my first YouTube video, and I've been getting a lot of people lately asking me while I'm running out my Congo why it doesn't look something like this. Well, I can actually tell you why, and that is because there's actually an event going on right now. It is between World of Warships and a anime show called Arpeggio of Blue Steel. Uh, and basically, the TV show is about a bunch of battleships that have taken over the world's oceans essentially and are blockading all of the ports. And they all have this kind of cool electro, almost like a Tron type of look to them. And everybody's been wondering how I can get that too, so figured I'd make a video so all of you can get in on the action too. So first off, let me show you what it looks like. So in order to access all of these new features, first you have to go up here to select a port, which is actually a new feature for the new year that Wargaming has introduced, and you can pick a couple different. The ocean is just a big broad ocean. New York is obviously New York Harbor. The Philippines is the default one. This one, Hawaii, is a premium one, which since I currently don't have a premium account, I am unable to use doubloons to purchase it. But this is the one you're going to want. You're going to want Port Yokosuka. I have no idea how to actually pronounce it, but that's where you're going to want to go. This is the port of the island of one of the places that is featured in the show, and in this you can already see down here that my Congo has changed to ARP Congo, and you currently don't see any changes to it. But if I click on it again, you can see that it loads in with this awesome Tron-like and all blacked out appearance. If you go up, you can see it shows up as the ARP Congo. You can see then, so in the show, captains of the ship are basically computer programs, but they call them mental models. And all of the mental models, because humans refer to ships as women, so when you refer to a ship, you call it a her. All of the ships in the game or in the show have a female who is essentially their computer program captain, or what the show calls a mental model. So this mental model is what takes over as your captain then, and I believe you get one free skill with that. No, you don't. So that was untrue. But so people have been asking, how do I get this ship? How can I get in on the action? So if you go up here, Wargaming has now events, challenges, missions, and daily missions that you can take part in. So if you go to the missions tab, I already did all of the missions for the Congo, but the Congo shows up in here as well. I believe the Congo one was sink 30 cruisers, shoot down 150 airplanes, and then do 1,000,000 points worth of damage. And actually, if you look here, the completion date. So I first saw these pop on New Year's Eve, and then or after New Year's Eve, and if you see the completion date, it says 1/3. So being the American that I am, I read this as January 3rd. So Wargaming being a European company, obviously they put the day first and then the month. So this is actually the 1st of March. And so what I did is I knocked the Congo out, and at first I thought, oh, this is going to be impossible. I got to sink 30 ships and shoot down 150 planes and then do 1,000,000 points worth of damage. I actually did all this in one day to win the Congo. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show some of the gameplay, because a lot of my gameplay highlights some of the really important parts for. I did everything in the in the New York battleship. A lot of my gameplay demonstrates really good battleship, at least I think, really good battleship gameplay. Hitting lots of citadels on cruisers and other ships and not taking a lot of damage yourself by hiding your own citadel. And then in order to shoot down 150 aircraft, I actually don't have... You have to do everything in Tier 5 ships for the Kongo, by the way. And in order to shoot down 150 aircraft, I have the Tier 5 Japanese, the Zuho aircraft carrier, so I was able to use that to shoot down 150 airplanes. And then the million damage was actually the easiest part. The hardest was actually sinking 30 cruisers because I was doing a lot. I don't have a tier... Well, I have the Japanese Tier 5 cruiser, the Furutaka, but the Furutaka doesn't shoot fast enough, and it tends to get knocked out pretty soon because people tend to focus it, just because it kind of has a low armor, low health. But the thing with the New York is I'll do massive amounts of damage, and then some cruiser or little destroyer will come in and just shoot them down before I can get the finish and end up killing the ship. But so just wanted to let everybody know that this is how you can get these ships. And then for the Mayoko in Tier 6 and above, you have to sink 30 destroyers and then start 300 fires. That's gonna be fairly tough for me, seeing as I don't currently have... The only thing I have right now is a Tier 6 destroyer, and I almost have a Tier 6 battleship. But then for Tier 3, it's another cause a million hit points of damage. That should be fairly easy at Tier 6 and above, if you have a battleship. I personally don't really like the Kongo all that much. I much prefer American battleships. I'll probably do a later video telling you why at this current state, but just wanted to let everybody know that that is how you can get these models. So that's it for today, guys. Have a good one.